This is how a full-series hydraulic hybrid works.
Most diesel fuel injectors use the same basic design, made
When
from
the drive pedal is
heat-treated alloy
pressed,
steel.
the pump motor takes
The
fluid from the
actual shape
high-pressure
will vary
tank or
according to the
accumulator
application.
and uses the pressure from the fluid to turn the wheels.
The injector assembly
The
has
now
several main
unpressurized
parts.
fluid is stored in the low-pressure tank
The nozzle
or
assembly is
reservoir.
made up of a needle and body.
When the vehicle has been cruising
A
and the
pressure
usable
spring
high-pressure
and
fluid
spindle
drops
hold the
beneath a
needle on
certain
the
level,
seat in the nozzle
the engine
body.
turns on. The engine is connected to a
The
hydraulic
nozzle
pump,
holder,
which pressurizes
sometimes
the
called
low-pressure
the
fluid
injector body,
for the pump motor
may
to
allow
continue
for
to
mounting
drive the
the injector
wheels.
on the engine,
Any
and some
excess
method of
high-pressure
adjusting
fluid
the spring
produced by
force
the engine
applied
pump
to the needle
is
valve.
stored in the high-pressure accumulator.
A cover keeps out dirt.
When the
and
brake
water.
pedal is pressed, the engine shuts off,
The
and the pump
injection
motor slows the
pump
vehicle
delivers
down
fuel to
by
the
using the
injector.
vehicle's kinetic energy,
The fuel passes
pressurized
through a
fluid,
drilling in the nozzle
pumping it
body
back into the
to a
high-pressure
chamber
accumulator.
above where the needle valve
When the driver wants to
seats
accelerate
in the nozzle
again,
assembly.
only the saved energy will be used to turn the wheels.
As fuel pressure in the injector gallery rises, it acts on the tapered shoulder of the needle valve, increasing the pressure until it overcomes the force from the spring and lifts the needle valve from its seat. The highly pressurized fuel enters the engine at a high velocity in an atomized spray. As soon as delivery from the pump stops, pressure under the needle tapered shoulder drops, and the spring force pushes the needle down on the seat, cutting off the fuel supply to the engine. Some of the fuel is allowed to leak between the nozzle needle and the body to cool and lubricate the injector. This fuel is collected by the leak-off line and returned to the fuel tank for later use. There are two main types of injector nozzle, hole and pintle. Hole-type nozzles are commonly used in direct injection engines. They can be single-hole or multi-hole, and they operate at very high pressures, up to 200 atmospheres. They give a hard spray which is necessary to penetrate the highly compressed air. The fuel has a high velocity and good atomization, which is desirable in open combustion chamber engines. In pintle-type nozzles, a pin, or pintle, protrudes through a spray hole. The shape of the pintle determines the shape of the spray and the atomization of the spray pattern. Pintle nozzles open at lower pressures than hole-type nozzles. They're used in indirect injection engines, where the fuel has a comparatively short distance to travel and the air is not as compressed as in the main chamber.